Good afternoon. Today is February 12th, and now I'm at home alone because my two daughters is visiting my husband's parents' house, and my husband uh, is working, and so he wasn't at home now. I couldn't record this video 2 days in a row, but I have many things that I want to tell you. Last Friday, I worked really hard and I was very busy working. So I couldn't have lunch time, so I couldn't record this video. And yesterday, Saturday, I was very tired and I wanted to spend the time alone without my two daughters. And my husband and I thought yesterday was the nursery school, so my husband and I were going to get ready for the nursery, and my family were my family were gonna leave apartment, and then I realized that yesterday was a holiday, so the nursery school was not open. So I thought I could spend the time alone, but nursery school is not open, and I had to take care of my two daughters at home. So I was very disappointed with it. I thought I could I had many things that I wanted to do while my two daughters was at nursery, but all of them I couldn't do that. So I felt exhausted, and that my husband suggested that we went a restaurant to eat some pizza because I like pizza very much. So he was very kind sometimes. So we enjoy pizza at the restaurant, and after that we came home and we had some nap time. And today I was supposed to take care of two daughters at home, but my husband suggested that his parents were willing to take care of two daughters at their house, so I could stay home alone, and I did many things today, cleaning, tidy up the room, and study a lot. And the most good thing was I could sleep alone for 2 hours without any bothering. So it's very good. It was very good. And this night, tonight, my husband is supposed to go work, so I have to take my two daughters take a bus with my two daughters and have dinner and go to bed. And tomorrow I have to work as usual. I don't know, but I don't know if everybody also busy, but to me on February and March I'm very busy working, so I have to work hard. So anyway, I'm busy, but I keep practicing speaking English. So let's get started. When I was 27 years old, I left a very demanding job in management consulting for a job that was even more demanding, teaching. I went to teach 7th graders math in the New York City public schools. And like any teacher, I made quizzes and tests. I gave up homework assignment. When the work came back, I calculated grades. What struck me was the IQ was not the only difference between my best and my worst students. Some of my strongest performers did not have stratospheric IQ score. Some of my smartest kids weren't doing so well, and got me thinking, kind of thing you need to run in 7th grade math. Sure, they are hard, ratio, decimal, the aerial parallelogram, but these concepts are not impossible, and I was firmly convinced that every one of my students could learn the material if they work hard and long enough. After several more years of teaching, I came to the conclusion that what we need in education is much better understanding of student and learning from a motivational perspective, from a psychological perspective. In education, the one thing we know how to measure best is IQ. But what if doing well in school and in life depends on much more than your ability to learn quickly and easily? So I left the classroom. I went to graduate school to become a psychologist. I started studying kids and adults in all kinds of super challenging settings. In every study, my question was, who is successful here and why? My research team and I went to West Point Military Academy and we tried to predict which cadets would stay in military training and which would drop out. We went to the National Spelling Bee, tried to predict which student would advance furthest in competition. We studied rookie teacher in working really tough neighborhoods, asking which teacher still gonna be here in teaching by the end of the school year, and of those who be the most effective at improving learning outcome for the students. We partner with private companies, and which of these salespeople's gonna keep their job and who's gonna earn the most money. In all those very different contexts, one characteristic emerged as a significant predictor of success. It wasn't It wasn't social intelligence, it wasn't good looks, and it wasn't IQ. It was grit. Grit is passion and perseverance for the long term goals. Grit is having stamina. Grit is sticking with your future, day in, day out, not for the week, not just for the week, not just for the months, but for years, and working really hard to make the future reality. Grit is living life like it's a marathon, not a sprint. After a few years ago, I started studying grit in the Chicago public schools. I asked thousands of junior high school I asked thousands of juniors I asked thousands of high school juniors to take grit questionnaires and then waited waited and then waited more than a year to see who would graduate. Turns out the grittier kids were significantly more likely to graduate, even when I matched them on every characteristic I could measure. Things like parents' income, standardized achievement test scores,